get it by any means. Going Jordan, rocking 6 rings. Blue game for the fam, get it by any means. Going Jordan, rocking 6 rings. Blue game 12s on Montclair lounge pants. With a white tee round my neck, the Jesus peace. Building like Noah's Ark, they ain't wanna believe in me. Give me some time, but it's blowing up like TNT.
Yeah.
What it do, what the business is. Welcome back, man. Y'all know what time it is. It is I, CMW Hayes, with my dog, DJ Killzone Yard. No, I'm just playing. DJ Killzone Jones, you feel me? Welcome back, y'all, to another episode You Ain't Lying podcast. What it do with it, man?
What it do, man?
Oh, I see you up there stunning that shirt, though.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Baked Tees. This a 1 or 2 because I got one and Hayes is on the way.
It's on the way. Yeah, bro. That's on, bro.
But we gonna start having them t-shirts too for y'all, man. Y'all want them, y'all. We gonna start having them for you and some more bigger size. I heard the outcry. Bigger sizes is coming for the Killzone shirts.
Please get some bigger sizes, because you know, like I consider us now like big, small fellas now, because in this new era, it's like ain't nobody wearing shit that's baggy, all falling off of no more. And that's just like I ain't going to go get no more 4, 5 XTs. So now I gotta do like a 3X, maybe a 3X, depending on how it's gonna fit.
How it's going down.
Because a 2 or smaller, woo.
It ain't working. No.
What you been up to though, dog? Another week, man, another journey, man. What you been up to?
I just got back from Tokyo, man. And no, I didn't. I just got back from
man. You just got back from the H-Town.
From the H-Town, man. Anime Matsuri was real good. It was, man, and you know what? It was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. Like I enjoyed, shout out to that loopy chick.
For the people that don't know, explain to them the event name and where you was, man.
So Anime Matsuri is an anime convention based out of they travel around the country. So this time they was in Houston. And it was a 4-day event. We stayed for like 3 days. The first day kind of got rained out, the opening ceremony. So the next 2 days we was in there. They had like a car show with all the anime cars tricked out and everything. I should have made a little video to show like a little slideshow video to show all the little cars, but they had like a car meet. I'm talking about these dudes had Challengers, they had Teslas, they had Benzes, they had Beamers, they had all this stuff. Like one dude had a concept Jeep sitting on some 30s. Like it's a combat Jeep, like the one off of Halo. They call it the Warthog. They had one of them joints up in there. And it wasn't the one off of Halo, but it looked like that. It's the ones that they use, the Humvees that they use in the army. Like they had one with the little anime chick on there. They had the girl from Godzilla versus Kong. The one at the very beginning that was on the island with. Yeah, she was there. The dude, the brother TJ Storm, he did the motion capture so when you see the first two, not Godzilla versus Kong, but the first two, like how Godzilla was moving, that was all motion capture. And he did like Colossus and the Deadpool 2 movie. He did a couple other different people. So like the dude is like a creature artist. So like they call him up when it's time to like do some like real motion capture. Because he a tall dude, so they take the motion, like he figures out how they would move as characters, and then he hold on, hey.
What happened? Oh, all right. Yeah.
While others quit, stayed on our shit. The time is now. Notice on the door, landlord trying to kick me out. Back against the wall, I still keep a smile. Do it. Just do it, whatever it is, do it. Just do it.
What happened?
Nothing happened.
I'm back. Did the video play?
Yes, sir, it did. Back from that commercial break.
Yeah, man.
Thank y'all for tapping in. You ain't lying. Y'all know what this is. Giving y'all that barbershop talk every time. Man, so the big no, but before we get off into it, I just want to say because that's what you've been up to. Me, just taking care of the family, man, and not to mention tomorrow is the B-Day. You know what I'm saying? So, and on top of that, I'm dropping another single tomorrow. You feel me? Called Back and Forth. So tap into that. When that drop, it'll be available everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Back and Forth. So y'all tap into that. Tell me what y'all think. And but other than that, man, I've been good, bro. Feeling good, being good. So I'm trying to keep that.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna try
Every
to keep
time I
that
start
positive
doing,
energy.
oh my,
You
you
must
hear
ain't
me?
hear me
Hey,
talking. You ain't hear me talking.
I did hear you talking.
Oh, okay.
I'm
What
over
you
here
was
trying
gonna
to
say?
see. No, man. Everybody trying to call me while I'm trying to do this daggone
You ain't
podcast,
hear me
man. They know
talking.
6 o'clock.
You ain't hear me talking because the way it popped in,
No,
it was like,
I heard.
oh my God.
No, I heard you. I was just people.
I got you, man. But nah, man.
Hold
But
on.
but that's all I've been up to.
Yeah, hold on.
Man, mute that thing, man, and block it out if you need
Hold
to.
on.
Yeah,
Keep
y'all,
going, hey.
man. Hey, that's the realness of this right here, man. That's the realness of the You Ain't Lying podcast, man. Where else you gonna come, man? And we gonna treat you like family, man. And you can sit down, listen to us talk like how we always talk. But new single dropping, tap into it tomorrow. Back and forth, CMW Hayes, tap in. It's gonna drop, sure. And if y'all want to tap into the conversation, y'all know y'all always can, man, and just drop something in the comment box down below. Let us know. We'll send y'all that link. It ain't no problem. We want to hear that barbershop talk. Like, seriously. Because when the zone get back on her, we going to jump right off into it.
Yeah, man. Man,
Yep, it's
there's
kind of messed
always some
up too
shit.
looking right now. Them mother looking like
Huh, is it all good? Hold on.
nope. Okay,
Hold
yeah, now
on.
you good. Now you Gucci Goo.
We good? All right. Damn, my bad, hey.
Oh
But
man,
like
look,
I
bro,
was saying,
we give you that barbershop talk, man. And where's you gonna get this live and direct that, man? But you ain't lying, baby.
yeah,
What you gonna
man. No,
say, man?
I gotta have a talk with my people when I when I get up off of here, man. Cause it's
We
like,
gonna pull you, man. Don't worry about
no,
it. Don't even
I'm
worry
for
about
real.
it, bro.
No, man. I got to. Shit. But
Bruh,
anyway,
I know
uh,
for a fact you've been seeing what been going on. T-Pain and put it down real quick. The whole world and tapped into what he had to say real quick, and not just. And I think it's only just because of that little sound bite. But like I told you, I went immediately to go find where that little clip came from, and I watched the whole thing. So not just a minute clip or a 50-some second clip. I got the whole 9 minutes of what he said past that. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the real gem was coming in, and is what he said past that part. But do you feel like T-Pain is right when he say do rappers sound the same?
oh yeah, man. Music is pretty much the same now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Now, but how long now you think is now? Like what is now? Like how long now just happened where everybody starts sounding
um, I mean, it's been for the last, I would say 5, no, even longer than that. Cause I feel like since like when Jeezy came with that sound, with that Trap or Die, with that
the same? No, but
sound,
nobody
with that
sounded like
flavor.
Jeezy though.
No,
Like it's certain people that nobody gonna sound like.
no. I'm talking about when Jeezy and them came in, when the mixtape era came in, you start seeing the rise of like the street artists. So you had a lot of people that um that came in and basically was trying to break the street artists because you had a lot of people that community was kind of underserved at the time because what would happen is you would have a rapper, they first couple songs will be street, then they will blow up, and then they would stop being street. So
Yeah,
then, you know what I'm saying, after that happened, you would the people would stop relating to him. But see, like a Jeezy, a Gucci, OJ the Juice, Yo Gotti, you know what I'm saying? Them cats came in and they still street, even at millions of dollars up. They going back to the hood.
but you
They
heard exactly
signing
what
artists.
T-Pain said. We literally got two cats already the baby, man, which they already doing what they doing to the best of their ability. For real. The way they rapping, man, they going in with it.
Facts. But see, here's the problem. They rapping, yeah, they can rap, but they talking about the same stuff. They talking it's rags to riches on every song. Everybody coming from the bottom.
Yeah,
Everybody
but I
selling
think
dope.
so. I mean, yeah, that's
Everybody's
true.
hitting licks.
See,
Everybody
but
is
you talking about them themselves. I think T-Pain more so was saying from other artists,
no,
like
I'm not.
people who
But I'm saying yeah, because
some
if that
people is
what
like the first, like Future, like he's
yeah,
Future. Like you ain't gonna get
I
nobody like Future.
we get that
No,
haze, but here's the problem. Everybody wants to do what works. Like you stop seeing people doing boom bap. You know what I'm saying? They need to have rap. Loopy said they need to have a rap battle to see who can have baby in their name, basically. But like everybody, everybody basically is trying to chase that sound. If you go on YouTube right now, there are millions of videos in all different countries of people doing the same thing. When they was doing SoundCloud rap, you had people all over the world trying to do SoundCloud rap to get on. The women doing all the twerking and the scamming and all of that. They all talking about how good their coochie is. Like they all talk about it. And if a woman come along like Chica or No Name or shout out to Sammons or people like
like
that,
Rap
ain't
City.
nobody trying to see raps. Ain't nobody trying to hear that for too long. They want to hear coochie dripping, booty shaking, all of that. They want to hear all
Right.
of that. How
Because that's what
they want to
sells
hear
though.
they climb.
But that's what sells, and that's fine, man. Why all this can't exist though? See, we can't. I feel like sometimes we can't even really get mad at the fact that some of that stuff is in the forefront because it was a time to where you had Queen Latifah with Ladies First on the radio, and she was jamming to like you
Unity and
had certain
everything.
conscious songs on the radio already. It was a time of that already, and
Yeah, but
then
see that, but see, it's not cool. Back then, it was cool to be conscious. It ain't cool. Like you heard D on here when he said it, man. People do stuff when it's cool. It was cool to be conscious and wearing kufis and wearing head wraps and wearing all that
one of
stuff,
them
man. It was
cheeky
cool.
colors.
The shikis and all of that. The ladies had the hair wraps and everything. Like it was cool to be on that. It was
But
cool.
I
But once
but
it
I would
stopped
like
being
to ask
cool,
somebody who was actually in that time though, was it did it just come natural? Because when we look back at it, we talked about this the other day about how hip hop like started from Grandmaster Flash them in a certain like what like late 70s, like early 80s. Then from there, when them niggas was in the game, it wasn't no kids in the game. Them cats was like what they had to be in their late 20s, early 30s, probably at that time, maybe.
hmm
So so here come Rakim them in the game. Here come LL Cool J them in the game. Here come all these young cats in the game. To them, probably they looked at them probably a certain way. Like here they come with this or what they or maybe they didn't. Maybe it was the same vibe that we get now when people heard them spit. Or man, maybe they just knew that they was dope and it was just a dope era to see them do. Because they ushered in
again.
the wearing the jewelry and all that. Because even Rakim them had jewelry on.
Yeah, but see what happened was that it stopped being cool to be conscious because because you had back in the 90s, you had people that was working factory jobs and was working uh car plant jobs and
Yeah.
the women was becoming getting into black women was getting into the nursing field and these people was able to work that they had the economy was
But you
stable
had
enough to
gangster
where
music out too though back then though. Like
yeah,
you
but
you
but
had
see,
gangster music out.
it was a balance though, because if you wasn't
Before
living that life,
NWA, I think it was gangster music.
yeah, it was. And you had Spice One, you had Ice T, and all of them. You know what I'm saying? But the point was though, is you if you wasn't about that hood life, if you was about the community, about the family, about X,
Yeah,
Y, and Z, that was what you was about. Now everybody wants to be hood, thugged out, gangster with the chains and the cars and all of that. Like a lot, and then you got to think about it. A lot of people was being born young. A lot of
yeah.
people was being born. Um,
It's a different era, man, because think about this too. Nelly, it was all a dream song. That beat and that song, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a nice, well written song, like a little bit. But I guarantee you, that same beat today, what they gonna be rapping about over there? Because you say,
killing folks and murking and everything. Come on, Hayes, you know it. You already
but that's
know.
what I'm saying. Like that's the difference of today's songs versus it was all a dream. Like singing that, I was thinking about, you know what I'm saying. But today, like
Yeah.
they gonna be like they on some shoot 'em up, bang bang on that type
Yeah,
of beat.
because you know
They
why?
gonna be singing
Because
it too.
that's what the women
They gonna be
want. That's what
singing
the
murder, bro.
guys
They gonna be
want.
man, you
That's what
said
I'm
it, bro.
saying. They want
They
that. They
singing
want
murder. I
that.
mean, but that's fine. I mean, not that it's fine,
And
but
then hold on, Hayes, let me tell you, like,
go ahead, bro.
like you gotta think it's a bunch of kids being birthed by a bunch of kids. You had people that were 16, 17 having babies, right? And so you had people that were 16 having a baby during the Gotti era, and they not like me and you where we gonna turn on Radio Disney, we're gonna put a kids Bob CD in. No, hell no. They got me. I was driving and somebody was playing the Meg the Stallion on full blast. Uh
You look in the
Crybaby,
back
the
seat,
dirty.
there's some babies in the
Yeah,
back seat.
it's some kids, and so they being indoctrinated into this music. So you know what I'm saying? If we want to say the industry or the powers that be or whatever the case may be, we want to say they know it's selling because don't nobody know what a condom is. Don't nobody
Mhm.
want to be accountable for whatever.
versus
So
versus TLC promoting wearing condoms and stuff like that back in the day.
exactly. But they having kids on top of kids. These kids be 13, 14, popping up pregnant
But who do you
with a baby.
blame though? Do you blame the people who run the
And
industry, or do you blame people for wanting just to entertain that part of it?
I blame them because we can't blame the industry because we keep calling for this same music. We want to hear the ratchet stuff. We want to hear. We ain't nobody trying to hear nothing about no lyrical. Like I had a dude tell me, and I told you this a few times, Hayes, off her. A dude, let's see, the way this been for the longest, I've heard listening to sexual songs. Yeah, but it wasn't out in the open like that. Our parents weren't listening to it. They was listening to Marvin Gaye. It wasn't so heir apparent. Like it was just like,
Baby shit. Because
oh,
you
here you
say,
go with
oh,
the
this is what's winning. I need to do this now. I need to do it.
Listen,
You
bro.
don't even check your fucking self, and you get mad when I check you. All you gotta fucking do is just fuck bitches to get money. Nothing else to do. Fuck
Listen,
bitches
man.
get money, bro. But why would you copy somebody else's music and then get mad at me when I say we have that? Just don't do that.
You hear me?
We got it. We got it.
Well, I ain't gonna play it too much
go.
more.
They did curse. That's
Not name. You know what?
yeah.
You heard that shit?
Yeah,
You ain't even
bro.
heard my voice, but you made the same
Yeah,
song.
bro. He pretty much was kicking some game
Right now,
about it
I
a little
realize
bit.
the state of music is in.
Yeah.
But I also know that there's good music in the state of music right now. The thing is that motherfuckers that make bad music have the most money. So they can spend fucking 300 grand
Listen to
on
Teddy.
promoting a record right now. And that's the record you're gonna spend the most attention on. But if I make better music and I got 20 grand to promote the shit, you're not gonna see it. I understand that. I understand the state of music. The state of
What you
music
think,
has
John?
always been bad. But it's about who's willing to put the most money into it and put the most promotion behind it. How the fuck did Bop get popular? Because they spent money on it. But that was a bad state of music.
You can cut it off whenever you want. Hey, you
How
can.
the fuck did
So yeah, go ahead, hit pause. So you
Yeah,
know what he just said?
I just want
Money.
them. Yeah,
Who got the money? The dope boys. Who got the money? The strippers. Who got the money? The scammers. Who got the money? The killers. Who got the money? The intelligent people. Unless you go watch my
shout out to T
videos,
Pain,
you
man.
know,
Shout out to T Pain for that.
yeah, unless you go watch my videos, no school, no problem, college doing right, and how to buy your first car debt free, you ain't gonna have $5,000 to go holler at Darius over at My Check Global and blow your stuff up. You ain't gonna
Right.
have you ain't gonna have enough money to
But
put
guess what?
behind
But somebody do. Somebody else do.
the trappers, the
Somebody
killers,
got it.
the dope
Somebody got
man,
it.
the trap,
Yeah.
the girl at the strip club
The
shaking,
person
the
that you feel
girl.
like is less talented than you, he gonna have it.
They gonna have the
And
money, and then
they
they
gonna
gonna
have the money.
outwork you. Then they gonna outwork. They gonna drop a million.
Well,
Like
first of all, they got the money.
then they gonna drop a million songs. Hey, talking about the
Yeah.
same damn
Yeah.
thing until one of them catch. Young Thug had music, and he was a star. He was popular. Everybody loved him, and then he got into the game. He had a couple hits here and there, but he was dropping whole mixtapes that people wasn't gravitating to it. And then Leo
Yeah.
Cohen had to tell him, "Man, focus on your lyrics and focus on your hooks, and you gonna end up getting hits." And look what he did. He dropped that hot. He didn't drop. He got a whole bunch of other songs,
Yeah.
that and heated up. So now he can Young
That's
Thug can
because
keep
it's
putting
venom,
songs
man.
out.
That's because he actually making good music though.
But Lil Uzi, but I'm saying it's all these other people. They just gonna go and they gonna try doing the song, and
Some
then one
people
gonna
is the
catch.
one of one, and some people gonna copycat that, and that's where
But
you
that's what
get
I'm
that.
saying. It's a lot of people that's copycatting it, but it's working. Because if I can get
Yeah.
some partner with someone trash with money, right, for them to stack your money, then move on. Ooh, there goes some loopy didn't figured it out. Ooh, and there's a lot of that going on too. You got the presser, you got the partisan Fontaine, you got the Bia. She came out. Bia been right said she told Nicki Minaj she been writing for female artists for a little bit. So
Oh yeah.
she probably been writing for, I don't know if she writing
The
for
opinion
Nicki,
game
but she
probably
been
been her opinion game probably been sick because she came out with that song.
now.
You know, yeah.
And then
Now I mean, well,
now they caught. Now she still
she
got the
caught
money.
some. She caught some, man. She been going though already though. So, but
Yeah,
this
but
here
she been
though,
writing for other people though and using that to put
no,
her music out.
no. And now this gonna take a that took her past the moon now. You got
That's what I'm
Nicki on
trying
the
to tell you.
joint, and Nicki put like ushered you in, like y'all did like the little video together real quick and made it look good. Like it
Yep,
was how it looked. It was how it looked. Like it was a good look. It was a good look.
it sure
But for
was.
me though, but for me though, I feel like T-Pain, he right about what he said. You know what I'm saying? He definitely ain't wrong about what he said. So maybe what he said shed light to what's going on. Because I mean, you was actually talking about that on Swear Counter before we even heard him say that. I ain't never heard him say that. And I was just already saying, like, when did it become that? And we was kind of breaking it down from now going backwards, and it made sense. And then when I see stuff like that, it just make even more sense. So that's why we move the way we move. Anyway,
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah,
So that's just be confirming sometimes that I don't be tripping when I be thinking of stuff I be thinking.
yeah. But
Because he also, huh?
we just gotta put money behind what
That's
it
a
just
fact.
it's a
That's a
lesson
fact.
in just
That's a
putting
fact.
money behind what you're doing. Because if you don't put money behind what you're doing, then it ain't gonna always just catch organically or by the algorithm. And even then,
Yeah.
you're gonna have
Yeah.
to,
Yeah. There you go.
which leads into our next topic, which
Hold
is
on, hold on, hold on. Because you can have the talent, but you gotta have the money to double up,
exactly
to go on and connect with it. There you go.
and the hard work ethic. You can't just
There you
you
go.
gotta have all three of them, and you gotta be able to build it up.
The
You know what I'm
talent,
saying? So
the money, and the work ethic.
exactly. So get your money up, folks, if you're trying to be in the entertainment industry. Like, Don't go out. Don't go do nothing. Don't go. Don't just save every dollar that you can
That
get.
don't mean that, y'all. Yeah, y'all.
No, if you want to do it, because
If you,
you know what? If you that dedicated, if you want it that bad, you'll eat sugar sandwiches
you can
and
save
you'll eat,
money, man,
you'll
without
eat
having to
salad
just be
salads.
down bad. Now, just save your money. I'm just saying. Me, I just feel like you can save money without just being down bad. Now, you ain't got to just.
It ain't gotta be down bad. It's
We
just
ain't
what you
missing no
willing to
meals.
sacrifice for.
Yeah, there you go. Sacrifice. Now you might have to not eat that good meal. I feel that's basically what you're saying, but the mindset still just got to be on some, man. We gonna just do it, like whatever it takes. Just like the song say.
Which leads into my next topic, which is our next topic, which the Ghetto Boy sat down with Jay Prince, and he says that today's music have a message. No, it don't have a message for real. Like you got like the mainstream music don't have a message for real. Now the music that has messages behind it normally doesn't get the push or does they don't have the money. You know what I'm saying? It could have like the people who had a that's gonna party, that people gonna turn up, that they can get a quick buck out of. They're going to you know they're going to be pushed to the back because the people in the front with the money is gonna get pushed to the forefront. So today in the superstar era, you don't have as many lyricists. You might have J. Cole, Kendrick, Drake, and now in this climate you got a Big Crit, you got a Corday, you got you know what I'm saying, who else that's out there like that? Who else is a
I feel
lyricist that
like
we
then
can put
again
in?
that ties into what kind of like T-Pain was like kind of saying, bro.
It does, but he was saying of the people who are here that have it, and uh it is some that have it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time,
I say that
it's
like in the sense of more so like T-Pain more so complaining about like everything is sound the same like that, and Jay Prince because I synced that conversation too, and it was like he pretty much they all pretty much gave props to the what's going on now because it's like now you say something you be damn near almost sound like a hater almost when you say something to certain people about what's going on with the music or but then again when you actually sit back and look at it and understand the landscape of what's going on you can't be mad at it because how can you be mad at it when we already said the age limit for people who rap it now, what we say from like 18 to like 21, them the people who like run in the industry right
yeah, and that's another thing too,
now. So how can you
because
be mad at that, bro, when today's music, the message is what an 18-year-old, 20-year-old going through, and that's why I say it tie into the T-Pain, because everything sounds the same, because they want to imitate what Vine them did, or what they seen Chief Keef them did, or what they done seen.
yeah, because
But
this is
that's
the
what's
thing, because
working though.
but
They
people
think that
have
was working.
gotten people have gotten younger and younger, hey, so when you having 14, 15, 16 year olds having kids, and then they 30 and they kids is 15, 16 years old, and they
Yeah,
was out in the streets or whatever, if people
yeah.
want to do what's going to make them seem cool. So like I said before, you ain't got enough life experience other than being on the block. And like I was saying earlier before I had got interrupted, was you have people that I know a guy right now, right?
Yeah.
He told me straight up, he said, man, I'm not trying to hear nothing positive talking about getting some money and all that. I come from the trenches. It be going down on now, mind you, this dude got
Damn.
a job. This dude, people in them had a job, like a steady job. Like a lot of them want to be in the trenches because that's the cool thing to do. And a lot of our people is just a lot of guys. They know being in the streets gonna get them access to women, access to clout, access to being street dudes and being tough and all that. And then if they go to jail for a little minute to get shot, then that's supposed to mean that they
Yeah.
tough. And that's what's important to everybody. It ain't important to be rapping about loving on a woman for a whole CD like Andre 3000 did back in the day. It ain't important about being ride through your hood and being proud of your community like Big Boy or a Common. You know what I'm saying? Like they did back in the day. It's not
Mm-hmm.
important. It's not on the forefront of what, because ain't nobody proud to be from the hood no more. Ain't nobody got that. Even though it's messed up, it ain't like us because there's so many younger people that are trying to get out of the hood, and they also gotta be tough because they feel like everybody in the neighborhood is tough. If you
Yeah.
gon' Now, if you learn to stay out the way, do what you supposed to do and get out. No, nobody want to hear about that. They want to hear about how you shot 17 people and killed them all and got away with it. They want to hear how you
Man.
scammed and got out and got away with a whole bunch of money. PPP, EBB. They want to hear how you did wrong and got away with it, and you kept it real and kept it solid and didn't snitch on nobody. They want to hear the girl that was in the bottom and she had to go on the strip and be at the strip club stripping. They want to hear about that because that's their reality. Because the art imitates life and life
Is
imitates
it the
art.
reality or is it that people who run the industry just figured out
It's
like,
the
yo,
no, it's the reality because
this is, I mean,
we
it is
play
reality
into
for us, not us,
we
but
pl-
for
we
the people
play
who
into the
live.
stereotypes. We play
No,
into the
some
stereotype.
people
Hey,
are
we do.
actually living like that, man.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You
We
only
play
playing
it.
into the stereotype for the people who not living like
I mean, and then the white people too, they fascinated by it too. Let's just be real. White folks is
that. That's what
fascinated
I'm
by,
saying.
yeah, because but then they
We
the ones
already
buying
seen the clip of Bobby Smurder in the boardroom dancing on the table in front of everybody.
because they know that white and they
You
know that
already know it's how people with that demeanor.
white suburban kids, they know that they're going to like it. They're gonna make TikTok dances off of it. They're gonna be on Instagram reels. They're gonna be on
Business
Snapchat.
though,
They
man. That's
gonna
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
If you mad
It
at
ain't no.
that, I mean, we can't. I ain't mad at none of it though, because I mean, I like all of it. I mean, like I like to see all of. I mean, bruh, like I say once again, man, you choose to see what you want to see, man.
Exactly. But
And
you
sometimes
know,
stuff do just fall or just boom, and you gonna see
exactly. But it
it.
all depends on what you want to put your time and your interest in. It all depends if you really want to get out the mud, go to school, work a job, figure out how to start a business and all that. Ain't no they just now started to do the Jay-Z's, the
sounding
Nas's,
the
they trying to
same,
get
sounding the same, and not having no message is kind of what's is the formula is what's going on right
yeah,
now.
but
Over a
it's
dope ass
working.
beat. Over a
it,
dope ass
it's
beat.
it's working because people want to have a good time. People want to get some frustrations off. They want to
Yeah, and
jump
I ain't
around in the
mad at
club.
that. And I ain't
They
mad at
want to
that.
ride around with their stick. Hey, they want to ride around with their stick and be out
Is
here
you
with the
mad at
stick. I ain't mad at it. I'm just saying we can't. People, they
that?
T Pain and them. This is my message to T Pain. This is my message to Jay Prince. Shout out to the OG. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure I go shout out to the OG. I gotta make sure I can get there.
You
But
was just
all
in
I'm
the
saying,
eighth time too.
I
You
was
was
just
just
down
dying.
there and I
You
had
was
a
just
good time
dying.
too.
You were just
Yeah,
dying.
it was just that I was just down in the H time. So what I'm saying is my message is if the industry wants to put money behind people that are talented, that have something to say, then that's what it's gonna have to take. They're gonna have to the artists gonna have to band together and they're gonna have to start putting their money behind artists that are doing something. It just can't be T Pain played my record or whatever. That's a plus, but y'all gonna have to start putting the money behind it if y'all want to
Yeah.
see that. You can't be mad at the what's going on because you and if T Pain know what's going on and Jay Prince and them know what's going on. Well, they made so the thing is with Jay Prince and them, they put their money behind what's some dude's name what's some dude's name YBN, and you see how that turned
Yeah.
out. Like the dude got what's his
And shout
name
out
got
to
all my
and shout out to Willie D and Scarface too. Because that's
Yeah.
who I think that was their podcast, wasn't it? That he
Ghetto
was on.
Boys Reloaded. I'm glad they back. Even
Yeah,
though they
right.
had Boys
And shout
Walkers
out
on
to
there.
them, man. Right. Shout out to them, man. It's looking crispy too. It's looking real good. I watched
Even though they had I wouldn't have had Boys Walkers on there, but okay. All right.
it.
He got up there
Man,
sipping and chugging and jiving, but it's all good. Him and
Boy
Willie D is
Watkins
tight.
cool. He cool people. But
Man,
look,
no,
man, look,
I,
man.
I ain't got no beef
I'm gonna
with him,
say
but
this though for sure.
I
Hold on, look. I'm
go ahead.
gonna say this for sure. I advise people to go even check out what Jay Prince on the podcast or whatever the show with Willie D and Scarface, and go check out what T-Pain said, because actually what they said made sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not coming from a place of no hating, nothing. Like, they ain't coming from a place of hate. They ain't coming from a place of hating. They just giving their honest opinion about the state of the fucking game that it blessed them with everything that they got. And it's the same game that we all participate in. But it's just that, you know what I'm saying? We know where they at with it, but they was spitting some real stuff though. So it didn't come from a place of hate to me or a place of hate. It was just just their honest opinion, and it made sense. If you ask me, I'm sure that somebody else might interpret it what they interpret out of it. But how could you, coming from people who are already successful, who done already made it wherever you trying to go? Wherever you trying to go, they done already been there and done that, player. So how you not gonna act like what they saying don't hold no weight?
I ain't saying they hold no
I
weight,
ain't. I'm not. Really, dude. I cannot. This nigga act like I was talking to him. I was not talking to you.
You talking to the, but I
that
mean,
was
you know, the
funny,
people.
man. I'm not actually talking to our viewers. I'm not talking to Zone. I'm just talking in general. We give you that barbershop talk. I guess it felt like I was talking to you, but nah, nigga, I'm not. I'm just.
Hey, no, hey, you be
What
doing
you
that
say
on
the
the
other day,
phone
man?
too.
To me and you, man, to me and you was on the phone the other day. What you say it was, but I had said something. You was like, I guess you thought that my kids was like that because the way I
Yeah,
said it.
no, that go into, we gonna skip a topic and we gonna go back to, we was talking about you can't tie your shoe. You can't tie your boy's shoe. And then you looked over and it sounded like you looked across the room and looked at Lil Hayes and say, man, I can't tie your shoe. Like you had already been getting with him. Like he stopped. And you know how you on the phone and your kids or whatever, your little niece and
That boy
nephews or whatever
Zone
in the
say,
background.
man,
He
you telling
stopped.
Lil Hayes.
I was like, that what day? I'm over here
Zone thought
shooting
I
him some bail.
instantly, Zone thought I instantly went to teaching right then and there, telling him,
Yeah. Oh, he
I
was
can't tie
already
your
talking
shoe
to
for
him.
you. That boy thought I told him
Yeah.
I can't tie your shoe for you.
And that
No,
goes back to what,
man. No, man. I'm just speaking in general, bro. I'm
yeah.
not towards nobody, just speaking my mind.
That
Yeah,
goes back to what we were saying though. Like when you talking about in this game, right? And even with the Ghetto Boys, I like that they got back together because for a long time they wasn't seeing eye to eye. Same thing you saw with Andre 3000 and Big Boy. Same thing you saw with what you saw with a lot of different groups. Like you saw one person going extra hard mashing, and then you got somebody over here that really ain't mashing as hard. So
yeah.
the thing is, when you in your, like, I mash as hard as Hayes mash. Hayes finna drop the video like he said in the single. He finna drop. He just did all. He finna drop. He finna do the video tomorrow, which is Hayes' birthday. Everybody in the comments say happy birthday to Hayes before we get up off here. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. I wish I
Give it
could
early,
play.
man. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Yeah, yeah. Like Hayes and I mash just as hard. You know what I'm saying? We may not have the money in the production yet. It's on the way. Um, you know, actually we do got the money, but we got real life going on at the same time.
I mean, man,
So
look, I feel like we do what we do with the tools we got for right now.
exactly. So what
You
I'm
know what I'm saying?
saying is we still learning. We still learning, even though we've been doing this for it's been 6 months for Hayes. It's been a whole year for me, and then
So
even
the
before
knowledge
then,
we got know what we got to do already. It's just that, you know
exactly.
what I'm
We
saying?
putting it into practice. But the
Yeah.
people that's around us, I have the conversations all the time. Like, you gotta mash, we gotta be mashing Loopy said happy birthday, Hayes.
Salute.
You
Thank you.
know.
They gonna have to jump on with us.
Yeah. So basically, um, and hold on, it might be a new show coming with me and Loopy. So y'all stay tuned for that. You ain't lying exclusive. Beats and Biz Podcast Network exclusive. But you can't if I'm bashing as hard as hey man, and we motivate each other. Sometimes we might get fatigued. Sometimes stuff might happen behind the scenes that y'all don't know about. I done told a lot of what's been going on with me to be transparent to the people that's on this channel that keep tuning in day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year.
Yeah.
And but the one thing about it, we gonna keep bashing. I didn't cut off a lot of people along the way, as well as Hayes has cut off people along the way that we can't hold your hand in this thing. You know what I'm saying? I can't walk you into through this
I don't even
thing.
look at it too, man. Like we cutting people off, we just cutting themselves off, bro. They
Exactly.
cutting
You gotta
themselves
be
off.
mashing
Actually, I
just
ain't
as
cutting nobody
hard.
off. I ain't cutting
Yeah.
nobody off. Y'all cutting yourselves off if y'all acting some type of way. Cause I already know
Exactly.
for a fact I ain't acting no type of way. And if I am, it ain't nothing, nigga. We men, right? So we should be able to what's
To
up,
be
bro?
able to tell.
What's up, bro? You cool, bro? Like that's how niggas should be able to come to each other, bro, without nothing being behind it. If we say we homies, we cool, we partners, we this, we that. It shouldn't be
Exactly.
nothing, bro, and we should walk away not feeling no type of way. Period. But if people feeling some type of way because of how you thinking and how you want to move and how you want to conduct your business and how you want to move, and then yeah, man, we might not need to be around each other because
No.
it's like, bro, I ain't doing nothing but trying to motivate whatever, nigga. I got kids, nigga. So first of all, I'm already doing that. So don't think, nigga, I'm neglecting that neither, because everything I'm doing, I'm
Exactly.
putting my all into everything. That's
Exactly.
number one, actually. I'm doing. So you ain't got to
The
worry about
fan
that. They ain't
yeah.
even your business. My family ain't even. I mean, it is if we family and we friends and we homies and we this, we that. Then yeah. But outside looking in, nigga, nah, nigga, I take care of all mine. And God bless, I got people that, you know what I'm saying, that'll take care of me if I need it. But it's just like, at the same time, when it comes to this music shit and stuff like this that we talking about, this stuff outside your family and outside of your work, this type of stuff we doing right here is our passion and stuff that we like doing. Sitting up here
Mm-hmm.
talking, spilling game, or however people want to take it. Me dropping songs and videos and stuff like that. That's just me doing it just because it's in me and not on me.
Exactly.
And it ain't no pressure. It's just like, this is what I want to do. So it's all good because we only get this life that we live in anyway. So it's like, so what? Everybody in life do what they want to do, because we can name all aspects of life, what people do, what they don't do, what they should do. You can even probably point to yourself and say what you should be doing or what you ain't doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what you should be
Exactly.
doing and what you ain't be doing. Some people
Mm-hmm.
don't, because it actually is silly. Some people
Mm-hmm.
don't actually got it all the way. They
Yeah.
don't. So how do you spill logic to somebody who don't got it all the way?
I feel like they do be having it all the way though. Hey, that's the
Man,
thing.
no, bro, you can't.
I don't be
Yeah,
shooting
see,
people
but you
bail.
say
I
that,
feel
man.
like
Even about people that should be like, nah, bro, they got a mental something going on. You be like,
no, no, no,
they
no, no,
they
not them.
doing it.
I'm
You be
talking
like,
about
no,
the ones that know yet they don't act because
or they don't
I
act
know
fast
it,
enough.
they don't act fast enough and they so meticulous and they so self-conscious of themselves that they scared to fail. And it's like I'm gonna give you a perfect example, right? I just got through watching Loki, right? I was watching the whole Marvel thing, right? So if y'all know spoilers, if y'all ain't watched the Marvel movies, right? Tony Stark started off no not basically just a rich kid. He would get drunk. He had a drinking problem. He was a rich kid with daddy issues until he selling weapons, selling guns, selling sticks. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Until he got blowed up by a stick by somebody that was in the company trying to take it over. And then he realized that he has to be somebody bigger than himself. but he was still selfish. Like he wanted to get the glory and the fame and everything, but he didn't realize the smoke that came behind it. Then when he realized the smoke that came behind it, he got scared because he knew what he had to do, but he was scared to do it himself. He didn't want to die. He didn't want his loved ones to die, his girl, his partners, all his new friends and allies and everybody. But in the end, he had to die because he was the only one bold enough to bring everybody together. But we know people that they start off in the wilderness, not knowing what they want to do, not knowing what they want to do, but not knowing what they need to do. And then when it's time to stand on that stage and perform and stand and deliver, they like, oh man, I gotta be. No, sometimes, man, you gotta go with the vibe and the feeling, and you can plan all day long. Like I had sat on Hit Me Up for like 5 years before I put it out.
Yeah.
And I recorded it. I changed lines. I did. And then last year I say, let me go ahead and drop it. Now I'm kind of still waiting to drop the video. But even then, I'm like, man, I need to go ahead and drop this video, drop these other songs. While we doing this, I gotta put the podcast. I've been saying it, it's coming, y'all. Gotta put the podcast on the streaming services. The website, beatsandbits.com, is coming real soon. I already got it locked in. I gotta do all these things, but I can't be afraid of doing it. I gotta work with certain people. I can't be afraid of doing it because all these things is gonna help.
Jump off in it, bro.
You just gonna have to. You know what, man? You just gonna have.
While others quit, stayed on our shit. The time is now. Notice on the door, landlord trying to kick me out. Back against the wall, I still keep a smile. Do it.
You know what I'm saying? You just gonna have to just do it, man. Man, Nike need to call. We need to call up Nike, man, and they need to be They need to, man. Just do it. Just do it.
Commercial. Some in the commercial.
Yeah, for real, man. We speaking that into existence.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. Matter of fact, I got an idea. I'm gonna see if we can do it. But anyway,
give it to him.
No, I can't give it. I can't give him the sauce. I gotta call in a favor.
Man, what you was telling me about, man, and with DJ Akademiks and Lil Baby and Lil Durk or something like that.
Yeah. Basically, what he was talking about was certain artists. They should move from, and this is what D was talking about with certain artists in the city. Like it's a certain point and a certain threshold that you hit as an artist. He was talking about Lil Baby and Lil Durk. He was saying they music, they selling real big. They selling 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, going gold and platinum. Got gold and platinum singles. You know what I'm saying? We Win going crazy. I think We Win gonna go diamond. Just off the strength of Lil Baby and Kurt Franklin. Once that movie dropped Friday, LeBron coming in Fortnite in 15 minutes, like it's going down.
So they was driving him about the BET Award performance, man.
That was.
Yeah, man. And did you see the Lil Baby performance with Kurt Franklin on the BET Award?
Yeah, that was cool. Now I didn't like the Lil Durk thing that they was kind of just walking through there.
The Baby, I guess, was just standing there when him and Kurt Franklin was on stage, and he was looking like they were saying that he ain't looking like he ain't know what to do.
No, he got on his Jay-Z. That's a song with the bigger picture, and then that's a song that's just
on his Jay-Z because they laughed at him, man. You remember that little clip where they got him talking like real proper and talking about the Billboard? People was like laughing. That's sad, ain't it? Like, man, why people laughing? Because he down there big enough, like, because he's stepping into a whole.
He gotta do it.
I guess they want him on there all high, eyes all red, slurring his words. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Lil Baby, it's the Billboard Awards. Yeah. No, but see,
you can't be high doing that type of stuff, man, and you can't be sounding ghetto all the time doing that type of stuff.
You can't be doing all that.
You gotta be like eyes white, bright. And you gotta be speaking, you know what I'm saying, like you got some sense.
Exactly.
You can't always go everywhere, man, talking with the ghetto shit.
Yeah, but what Akademiks was saying was they need to stop doing them clubs You know, him, Durk, Moneybag. You gotta make people go spend money at, because if you gonna go to the club and spend $30 to get in the club or $40 to get in the club on the night that he perform, or you get $20 tickets advance, you might buy a section for a few hundred or a couple thousand. You got bottles, you got girls coming through, and you can see the show. What is the point of going to see you at the arena? What's the point of you to see you on tour? Like, the tour ain't doing what it's supposed to do, because I can still see you in the club.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So the real question is, should artists stop doing clubs then?
No, I'm saying after you get to a point that Baby and Durk is,
yeah,
because
that's what I'm saying. Like,
you don't
after
see
you get to a
Migos.
certain point, you're not gonna see Migos in no club around your local corner. You ain't seeing Jay-Z there.
No.
You would see people like Jeezy and Ross at some type of clubs, because that's what type of artists that they are. Like, Jeezy could do the hole in the wall club and go and do a stadium. I feel like people don't want to see him, but I don't know, because people like Moneybag them come to the local club around the corner. Man,
I feel like Moneybag, it's time for Moneybag. It's over. It's out of here for Moneybag. Moneybag need to be doing his own tour.
But they're not gonna turn their back on the people like that, man. Man, they love that type of engagement when they in the hole in the wall club.
But they gotta be able. Because you ain't gonna be able to cross over, because like the reason a Gotti can cross.
You're
Well,
not
Gotti
gonna
still
see
do the
Travis
club.
Scott at no local stadium. I mean, at no local club or around the corner.
He passed that. If you didn't catch him 4 or 5 years ago when before that first album came out, you not finna see him at the local club or the local. You ain't gonna see him at Marquee or what's the other one? Not Gramophone. What was the other one we used to go to? I forget the name of it. The one over there in the Grove, the little spot that it used to be over there. I forget the name of it. No, not Cicero's. The other spot that's kind of like where Big Crit and Currency was at.
That was the Ready Room.
Ready Room. You ain't finna see him at Ready Room. You ain't finna see him at Roll House. You ain't finna see him over there. You ain't finna see him at Pops. But you might see him at Pops.
At the Ready Room though, for sure. I seen.
Well, Moneybag starting to do it because he finna be at Pops. Moneybag starting to do it. Kevin Gates for sure did it. He ain't at no hole in the wall club. He had Pops. He had a smaller, bigger venue. But I definitely feel like definitely feel like it's a threshold for the artist, man. And I wanted to come up with a crossover topic from. We're gonna talk about this on Beats of Biz. So FIFA, Electronic Arts, right?
Mm-hmm.
They are charging $100 as well as NBA 2K, because they did it last year for the Kobe Bryant edition of NBA 2K. They charging $100 for you to get both versions: the PS4, the PS5, the Xbox One, the Xbox Series X S version of FIFA 22. I said 21. FIFA 22. They're charging $100. And people is complaining about the price of the game. That, oh my God, EA is ripping off people, this, that, and the third. Now, I wanted to ask you, hey, you not really into the game, like, heavy like that. You play your football, you play the 2K, you know what I'm saying? You be busting the youngins up in 2K, and then they be making you get off the game.
Right.
You be playing San Andreas like we all do still.
Right. A little bit.
Here and there. Then you might pick this. You might pick this 2K up, and then it'll be 2-3 years before you even get on 2K. We'll have a whole new roster of players. But I just want to ask you: do you feel like games cost too much now, compared to when we was coming up? Because when we was coming up, the games actually cost more. I was looking at this old ad where Super Mario was $80.
Wow, really?
Yeah, Castlevania was $90. The Legend, like I was looking. If you go on your other phone, I know you got that trap phone over there. If you type in old school or retro gaming ads and look at them prices, you be like, dang, you'll be like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? You'll be like, man, you'll be like, wow, like, nah, retro
Yeah,
gaming sale papers, prices.
yeah.
You'll be like, man, they charge this much for this game. You know what I'm saying? Like,
How much is for the basically man? Because man, and me and you were just talking about how games is like not like in a physical now, man. And you can get what like, and you got the Game Pass or something. And you telling me like that.
hmm oh yeah, oh yeah, I got that on the
But
Xbox, and I feel like that's the way it should go. You
but you
know,
still have to pay for it. I mean, okay, no, that way you just paying one price right, and you getting a choice of all these
uh,
new stuff.
yeah, basically, you know what
So
I'm
you
saying?
getting
Like,
whatever's coming out.
yep, basically,
He like,
whatever's
yeah.
on Xbox, the Xbox games though, you're not finna get the PlayStation games. You're not
So
finna
okay,
get the yeah,
PlayStation ain't doing it.
yeah,
So
basically.
PlayStation, they just want you just to just buy it just flat out, right?
I'm just
I mean,
saying,
you still
for real.
streaming, but games what? I mean, what games averaging? What about $60? What about
60
80?
$70, but back in the day, I'm looking at this ad right now,
Ain't
right?
really high, man. I guess, man. I mean, how cheap you want a game to come, man? Especially in today's world with all the games with how realistic it looking, like how like now like you hooking it up to the streaming service and
Okay,
like
1993, Mortal Kombat, the original Mortal Kombat. Guess how much it was? Hey,
man, I'm guessing you say in '93.
yeah,
I'm gonna say about 50 something dollars.
$60.
$60?
Yup,
Okay.
$60.
How much it
Uh,
will be today then? How much is a Mortal Kombat? Go look right now, see how much a
$60.
Mortal Kombat.
But
So it
hold up,
never.
no, hold up. So that was when they started, like, cause when Nintendo though, it was different. So Super Nintendo, 1990, the world was blessed with loot. Yes, it was. It sure was blessed with loot. It sure was. Uh, Nintendo, they was charging $70 for Mortal Kombat, $70 for NBA Hang Time, $70 for $60 for Madden NFL. This was 19. This was 96. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? You know the prices fluctuated
Yeah,
depending on what you was getting. Now Sega was always cheaper, but it was still up there. It wasn't normalized. You had the games going for different prices back in the day.
yeah,
You know, higher prices uh than they were now. They normalized it and they increased it. Um, I feel like it is a little greed that's in there. But how do you feel though? Because I feel like a person like you, hey, that you finna buy it for your youngest
I
want
feel
it,
like, man,
and
I'm gonna just get it, bro. I'm not the one that's complaining, bro. Me personally, I'm not the one that's really complaining, man. To be honest with you, I'm gonna go in there, drop my little coin, and dip out, bro. I ain't really saying, I mean, of course, if you just fuck, I mean, not fuck, excuse me. I mean, of course, if you just messed up, man, I'm trying to censor it down a little bit. But of course, if you just messed up and you like, I gotta spend this for my kid. Okay, of course you're gonna feel some type of way about spending the money, but if you got it, you ain't tripping on spending that money, man. You just gonna buy it. You just gonna buy it and move on,
exactly.
man.
But a lot of people, I guess, ain't got it, and especially I'm talking about not quarantine has really shaken up a lot of stuff, and I'm gonna just say that I've been blessed, but even with me, it's affected me as
Yeah,
far as my situation right now, it ain't affected me. I'm still blessed, and I thank God every day. I thank God that for getting a fresh start. I thank God for my family because I was really physically messed up too.
yeah, yeah,
And then when the quarantine hit, it was some things that I could have did differently. Everybody could do things differently, but I feel like if we still stuck in the same place, if you're not finna do it, me and Hayes had this conversation all the time. Like you gotta, it's gotta be a way that you gonna find to get yourself in a place to afford the things that you want. Because the thing is, it's more people like Hayes than a person like me that's gonna look for a Game Pass. Like when where is it at? I just got the new Xbox, right? Found
Yeah.
one in the wild. And the dude asked me, was I gonna get some game? I'm like, no, I got Game Pass. Just give me this mug, man, because I've been looking for it. And I had games that I couldn't play on the old Xbox because the graphics was pushing that old Xbox to the brink. It looked like a PS2 game. And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, for what I'm doing, I can't have my stuff looking like that and trying to compete with folks. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna just be like, man, this dude video quality suck. I'm gonna just go to somebody who got a better video quality. But it's more people that's like Hayes that's just gonna be like, okay, give it to me. Just give it to me, baby. They gonna just hit the
So
Rick James.
basically, you feel like the people, and so you feel like the people who kind of gonna be complaining is the gamer people who really tight on money, because
Exactly.
because the gamer people who got money, they just gonna either still want to go through the gamer pass system, or they're gonna want to do whatever they gonna, not just because they can't do it, because they just want to get it a cheaper price. I guess they feel like they don't have to pay $70 for it, or they don't want to. But
Exactly.
somebody like you saying, don't just pay it. I'm a gamer. I'm gonna pay that money just to go and buy my business, and that's gonna be it. Because really thinking about it, have the price of games over the years stayed the same or they changed? I mean, really, how much really of a
Mm.
change has it been?
It ain't really been that much of a change. I feel like the market
The
and
gaming
everything has
industry have always been the same, has it not? I'm talking about as far as the price.
it has. It's been basically the
There you
same.
go.
Yeah,
So
it's
you can't really
basically
complain over something that's been the same, because if it's been the same since the '90s, or if you go back and say games was in '93 still $70s, $60 back in '93. Fast forward it
pretty
now,
much.
I ask, so how much is that same game now?
Now that game, if it's hasn't continued, it's probably lower because ain't nobody want it. But
Well, not necessarily the exact damn same game, but I'm talking about yeah.
Mortal Kombat still the same, the same price. Madden still the same price. Now I get it because Madden is the same game every year. They could charge $20 for you if you
Because
got
guess
Madden.
what? If they said they want $110 for it, what? How would you
They
feel, man, for the games that you playing if a game come out and they say they want $120?
either I get it
Is it a game
or
have a game come out that cost that much?
no. I mean, not a standalone game, but the game like if you want the extra ultra edition with all the content you paying for it up front, then yeah, if you want to pay for all the content, you don't know if it's gonna be good, you don't know if it's gonna be bad. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You just buying like 2K. People would buy that $100 edition to get all the free my player stuff and all of the points and all of that to build a person up. Because you got to build your person up from scratch.
Yeah.
You don't bring them over
I'm
year by
asking
year.
because I ain't no gamer like this. Because like you say, I might tap in here and there with my kids, but I ain't on it like how you on it. So you know better than me. That's
Yeah,
why
I'm just saying like
I'm
I'm just
asking.
saying yeah, I'm just asking like yeah, I'm just saying like
But it's just
it's
common knowledge. Like, hey, have the game fluctuated? Had the game industry made really, like, did it start off the game was $20, like games used to be
no,
20 30
no.
dollars?
Games always used to be even back in the Atari days because they would charge only maybe $200-300 for the system, but then
Right.
they would also you had less games coming out and you had games coming out. They was charging more for them because they looked at it as a fad. They didn't know how long it was gonna last. So when we got to the Sega, the Super Nintendo, the PlayStation. Then we went to the N64, the Xbox, and as it kept going, it kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. They like, oh, this here to stay. So
Yeah.
back now that we got to normalize the prices because it's here to stay. But the companies they got a little greedy because they know that Hayes gonna go up in that store and just buy the system. He gonna buy 2, 3 controllers. He finna spend
Right,
a
you're
check
really
off in
right.
there,
You
and
have to get up out of there.
he working over, or he put a little bit aside every paycheck, and then he gonna go up in there. It's Christmas time. He gonna look at them report cards. All right, they gravy. They I'm gonna look. He gonna look in that room. Okay, it's cool. He gonna look in the trash can. Okay, the trash can cool. All right, cool.
He
I'm
said that
finna
they
go on
gonna
down
get the
there.
reward.
Yeah, I'm finna go
They
on.
gonna
Yeah,
get
I'm finna.
rewarded.
They gonna get rewarded. So I'm gonna bust that check down, and it's gonna keep them occupied for a good little minute. They ain't gonna ask me for
What I
nothing else.
would say too was, man, there was a point to where when they was playing them games, and I was going in there like certain games always had to be hooked up to the internet, and it was like, wow, like I seen like where like it was, like they was forcing you to be like, yeah, you can't play this game if you can't hook it up to the Wi-Fi. It's like, man, what?
That's what because you know why? Because the kids want to be on. They friend ain't nobody outside. They, I will say this about the games though. Even though I know Hayes be getting on, he be getting on little Hayes and his brothers and everything
Mhm.
about being on the game. But I will say this about games. Games for me being in the hood. I was outside, but I wasn't outside all the time. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't have my
Yeah.
peoples with me, if I wasn't just allowed to just be roaming the hoods and roaming the streets like that. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And for better or for worse. But the games kept me in the house. The games, you know what I'm saying, kept me out of trouble. The games kept me from, you know what I'm saying, a lot of different stuff that was going on in the hood at the time. So I thank God for the games because it gave and it became a source of income. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
now we get paid to do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's still, y'all keep liking and sharing the videos. You know what I'm saying? Tell a friend that we get it in. But it became a source of income. It became, I got, patrons. Shout out Charlie. Shout out King Robinson. Shout out my boy Josh. It became something, and then that from that came the Beats and Bits podcast network. Beats and Bits, you ain't lying. Tales of a Simp. I'm about to start cooking them up for y'all, so I'm gonna just start cooking them up, probably 2 or 3 of them at the time, cause I know y'all been missing it. But we got the new show we finna do. You know what I'm saying? Me and Loopy. So um it's about to go down. So it look how much it has brought. You know what I'm saying? It brought me. It birthed me. Like it gave me a rebirth, a regenesis. Because at the high school, I
Mhm.
realized, hell, I ain't had no money to be putting 5, 6 bands into uh, and if I had played it differently, I probably would
But
have.
look at way, man. But look at the way that this stuff is set up now, bro, for us to monetize and be able to get the money just by you putting in your own work. If
Exactly.
you put in your own work, your music can be monetized, but you got to put the work in for people to listen to it enough to where you can start getting that money or your
And then put that
YouTube
money
channel.
back into,
Right. You
because
know what I'm
anime.
saying?
The reason why I got the anime Matsuri was because of viewers like you. Because some of that money, the Patreon money, the T-shirt money, all that went to this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's going to Dragon Con, and I forgot I'm gonna be out there in Atlanta, man. So you know what I'm saying? Hayes, if you want to come, well, no, because we already talked about it, man. You know where we trying to go. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just
Yeah.
playing. But but no, man. So yeah, man. Straight up. Um, straight up.
Man, I
I'm
was
just
over here
saying.
trying to see, man, how much it
He
cause
looked.
now you got me thinking like how much was Sonic the Hedgehog when it came out? Like that's what I'm trying to see. Like
Hmm.
how much was this, man? Cause that's crazy that people would even be tripping off the price of a game, man. When it's like if it's under $100, bro, like you can't beat that, bro. These people making these games and putting all this technology into it, and like I say now, like they looking better than ever. These mugs
Yeah.
crispy. Like y'all can't
Yeah.
say, especially these kids growing up with the games already looking like how they was looking. We fortunately enough to be in the era where we remember them mugs looking like pixels,
Oh
like
man.
looking just trash.
Yeah, but you know what though? No, they wasn't that
trash.
trash because Sonic. I remember when Sonic came out, right? Sonic was beautiful. I remember what was it?
It was cutting era at that time, man. But the stuff that was like the stuff that was on the first Nintendo, the one where you lift the lid up and you put your thing in there, like
no, that was bruh. No, man, where my Switch at, man? Super Mario was that deal. I couldn't stop playing. I had a babysitter, man. Shout out
what
to my
about that game
babysitter,
with
man.
Mike Tyson?
The oh, boy, come on now. Them game now they didn't look that good, but they was fun as hell. It's to the point where
we know that though. They didn't look good, but they was good games. What about the Blitz and all that? Blitz, the way Blitz used to look.
Man, Blitz was boy.
Of course, in that time it was everything to us, but still
to this day, yeah, you're right. It was kind of bad.
The way 007 looked. Come on, man.
Man, 007 looked terrible, but look at what 007 gave us. 007 and gave us Call of Duty. 007 gave us.
It gave us so many memories with
games.
the homie.
That too, yeah. You know, people, you know what I'm saying, drinking Kool-Aid, being up all night, being on the game. Then your one partner in the corner on the phone talking to the girl. Yeah, baby, we just over here playing this 007, you know. You know, you can just slide on over here. You know, we gonna slide over
here playing the 007.
Yeah, they just over here. I'm just thinking about you though. You know. Then our mama come get the phone. You know, what the hell you are talking about? And then everybody laughing at you in the background. You know that. Them was the days.
I'm just saying. Think about it.
Them was the days. But now it's online though. Like the kid. That I say I miss that part of just, especially during quarantine, just everybody at the crib, just coming together. And now that's why now gaming tournaments thing got so big because I could be in a room full of people. Hell, at the convention, they had like 90-inch TVs. They had projectors up playing Smash Brothers playing Smash Brothers in the joint. Man, they got the projector up there. They playing Mario Kart. They playing Smash Brothers over here. They playing all this little stuff over here.
Games, legendary.
Yeah, but they playing them on the floor because we didn't have it. We don't have that interaction. That's the one thing I say is getting online. Then is being grown, getting people online, bro, is like pulling teeth. Sometimes I got to be on. Hayes got to be on. His internet got to be on. That internet go off, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we just playing the one player game, and there ain't that many one player games to even be playing. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, I mean, it is, but it ain't.
Time, man, that we got to give it up and say it is a wonderful thing, man. The fact that you can get on Call of Duty and all the homies can link up on her, and now we all in this virtual world, like playing the game together. Like, man, that's hard. You know that's
is hard. You know, I know it's hard. I know that you know it is hard. You know,
I'm just saying, bro.
Yeah, Haynes, but like, man, they said that Netflix is about to start getting into you know, that Netflix is about to get into the streaming wars too. On the gaming side, they about to come out with their own streaming game service alongside the movie service.
Yeah.
How you feel about that? You just gonna wake up one day, get on Netflix, and be able to
plans to offer video games on a streaming platform.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shoot, that's a plus for them. Shit, that's a win for Netflix. I mean, why wouldn't
we gonna see how it shake out? But
because you think people are not gonna want to use that?
We'll see. Loopy said it's too late, but it was a clip that I saw from Vanilla Ice, man. And Vanilla Ice had came on and he said this right here. Let me find it real quick. Okay, here he is. Turn this mug up.
It was the greatest decade.
Come on.
Graduated with the 90s. Because it was the greatest decade ever before computers ruled the world. Really? Now you realize that in 2004 the iPhone came out, right? Okay. What's happened in pop culture since 2004 to 21? Yeah. Nothing. It's the lost generation. Pop culture is dead. So the last generation where pop culture was alive, where you had fashion that actually mimicked the music. Yeah. And it kind of spread like wildfire. People had the Z-Cat Regies. Yeah. We got our movies at Blockbuster. We had the neon colors. And they can't come out with anything cool since the 90s. If you look at the mall, you go shopping today, and what do you see? You see Air Jordans. Yeah, it's 90s. Yeah. Even LeBron can't sell a fraction of the shoes that Jordan sells. Yeah. Played basketball in 30 years. Yeah. And then you have, your Air Force Ones and all your cool shoes and the neon colors and even the fashion with the bikinis and stuff. It's back full force. I have a 23-year-old, a 20-year-old. Yeah, they actually think I'm really cool. Okay. Really? I love graduated with the 90s.
So,
Yeah.
and somebody said, I had this convo the other day. 2003 was the height. It went down here from there. Soulja Boy was the last innovator.
We said
Big
all
Soulja.
this without even seeing this stuff. It's crazy, bro. Because this let me know that we be thinking the right stuff, man. We just said this. Soulja Boy ushered in that era, I think, of doing what he was doing. Because, like we say, 2004, it was a time where it wasn't nothing but heavy hitters in the game, bro. Like, where you gonna go from having, like I say, like Irv Gotti had said, Jay-Z, DMX, Ja Rule,
Yeah.
Nas,
Keep
all
going.
these big people in the game, bro.
Keep
That
going.
you ain't, huh?
Keep going. Keep going.
He said,
Keep
keep
going.
going.
Keep
Oh,
going, man. Keep
you
going.
know my memory, bro. You know me, bro. Keep going for me, bro. You know my memory, Jack. But
Jeezy, Gotti,
nah,
Gucci.
that's later on. That's early
No,
on.
they was there. They was early. Oh, you talking about big in the game? I mean, Lil
When I say
Jon,
no,
Yang
well, I'm
Yang
talking about,
Twins. Who else was
cause
big
no, cause
recently?
think about it too. Cause now I'm thinking it right in this moment. I'm thinking I can remember hearing Mr. Cheeks them on the radio and
Yeah, Lights
hearing
Camera
certain.
Action.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like I remember hearing certain little songs
Dre,
like that,
Snoop,
hearing Nas them on the radio and stuff like
Dre,
that at a
Snoop,
certain time. Like that was the
Eminem.
industry for us when we was coming up.
Yep,
Like
Eminem, Dre, Snoop. Who else was?
that's just we got a little older. Well, me as
Yeah,
I'm thinking as you saying these names like M, because first we seen Drake. First I was in the car and my daddy was bumping the Chronic CD.
yep. Exhibit.
Okay. Yeah, but he got birthed in with Drake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so sometimes you gotta know where the tree at, because like how you saying Exhibit and Snoop and
50,
Ooh, all
50
from the tree
explode.
of Dr.
Oh,
Dre.
50 exploded.
And
Everybody
guess
was in.
what?
We was
And at
talking.
the
He
time, and
had
guess
us
what?
in
And at the time, he was the first of his kind that came outside
Nelly,
9 times.
Nelly.
Who else
Happy
nigga
birthday
at
to
50?
Alito.
Yeah. Who
Happy
else
birthday.
to the OG? Who else
Mhm.
said before 50 they got shot 9 times?
Nobody. Now that's every day. Shoot,
No,
everybody.
it seemed like after 50 Cent, that was the people was always acting like they was getting, but now right, that's so normal now. When 50 came out with it, it wasn't normal when you knew the historians like damn he got shot 9 times.
Yeah,
And
9
then
times. Not one, not two, not three, not four. 9. 9, boy. 9 times. He got hit up 9. Remember that was the his biggest selling point. I got shot 9 of them.
yeah,
Kanye West getting flipped over in the car.
yeah.
You know.
He was in an accident.
Yep.
Kanye West he was in the accident. Yep. You
And then he
sure right.
came out rapping with his mouth wide shut. That's why when I went to the hospital, hey, that I came back, I did the interview with a taco guy, bro. Because they was trying to fix, that issue that I had, that accident that I had. Boy, I had a hole about this big in my neck, and I thought about that. I said, man, I supposed to did this interview with a taco guy, man. I got hopped up, man. I got me something to eat. And then after that, I did the interview and I collapsed.
Really good.
I was like, bro, I'm gonna still keep it going, man. You can't stop me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So just off of that, just because I remember, I said, man, this dude interviewed with his mouth wired shut. I mean, did a song with his mouth
Yeah,
wired
did
shut.
a song, yeah. He did, didn't
Wired shut.
he? Yeah. And then gave you
You
the
know what I'm
video
saying?
that showed you like certain images.
Yeah. Him and Twister was outside, they was looking the same. I said, damn, he looked like Twister after he got hit up in and then they outside looking at each other, and he like, yeah, man, they look like there go my twin. If you look at him like mouth, like him talking in the little video, you couldn't hear him talking, but he was like, man, there go my twin right there. Cause they was cooking up at that time. And they Twister blowing up. Twister had fell off. It came all the way back. He had just came out with Adrenaline Rush, and then he came out with Kamikaze.
Yeah.
Right then. He had a resurgence right then and there. I ain't gonna say Twister fell off, but
Man,
Twister
what was
had
the
blew
deal
up.
with Lil Baby, man? Out there in Paris, bro.
Man, he shouldn't have been trying to run around with that weed. That's what Lil Baby shouldn't have been running around with that weed. But at the
That's
same
what it
time,
was.
I can't. Yeah, that's what it was. Him and James Harden got caught with the weed. I think somebody tried to get him caught up over there. Cause see, that's what we need to stop doing, man. We can't. This is how they play over there. We saw that with ASAP Rocky. We saw that with Freddie Gibbs. You can't go over in these countries, man, where these cats is really starving, really hurting, really broke,
Yeah,
and we be crying about being broke over here, but they be really broke. You can't go over there, especially black people in Paris and stuff like in them other countries. You think it's sweet over there, but no, they got worse of traps. They still living in tenement buildings over there, bro. Broke. Still, people still peeing in the hallways over there, bro. So
man.
you know what I'm saying? I seen them. They got hoods in Japan, bro. They got hoods in Japan and old dilapidated. Like you seen that the
Hey,
apartment building that had fell down in Miami. Every
I,
every
I did
little
see.
spot, every spot in Japan looked like that, bro. Every spot in the hood looked like that. So you think it is real? They ain't got health care and food stamps and all that. They in the jungles. They in the trenches for real. So y'all let these cats come on, man. I got the who got the weed, who got the drink, who got the gals. They come through, and then next thing you know, the police is on you. Because
Yeah,
you can't
man.
come around there with all that jewelry and that money and you flexing in a whole different country where first the white people don't like you, then the black people don't like you. Now the rich black people and white people that came to see you, go do your show, you go tours, do whatever you do, but you can't have these cats come around you. Now I learned that just certain people, you even just growing up in the hood, you can't just let everybody come to your crib. You can't let
Right,
everybody come to your hood or
right.
invite people. Oh man, I stay over here in such and such hood because you don't know who they know and who gonna go and set you up.
Yeah,
You
you
know what I'm
right, bro.
saying?
You
So
right
that's
about
what
that.
be
You
going
ain't
on.
lying.
That's
You
why
ain't lying.
little baby and Jane Hart, he trying to be cool with Jane Hart. Jane Harden ain't sign up for that. Jane Harden was over there probably getting
Man,
his
yes,
trick
he
on.
did, man. James Harden already was around the baby on his birthday that one
But he
time.
doing
Letting
that
him
because
win. So,
James Harden hanging out with him because he trying to make it seem like he ain't out here tricking. But we know you out here tricking, dog. It's all good. Just admit, just like O'Shea say, man. Admit and confess your sins of tricking. You know what I'm saying? I used to get my trick on back in the day. Hayes used to be like, there you go. You know,
that
Hayes, yeah, he was like, he gonna slow down eventually. I can't tell him
was
nothing.
on almost 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
That
But
was
it's
on.
like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you
In the
can't be
club
tricking and
trying
setting.
to trying to get something with a drink in his hand.
Yeah, for real. I ain't got to lie to it, but
And
when that thing about Sweetie came out, now you gotta hang out with little baby to get his cool factor back. Cause he was spending 100,000 on Sweetie.
he scared, boy. That boy was going through the crowd. I seen you.
Man, look, you know, hey, that was back then. You know what I'm saying?
That was 10
I'm a man.
years ago, man.
Look, bro,
That was
I'm a
on.
new creature in. Let me see here.
My boy said, I'm a
Uh,
new creature. That was so long ago. Zone is a new
I'm
man now.
I'm a new man. I done slowed down. I got slowed down by The streets. The streets didn't want me, bro. They took me out the game.
Oh, that boy say he was for the streets at first.
No, I was trying to be in these streets, but the streets was like, no, you ain't so. See, that's a topic we got to talk about on another episode, or we can talk about it right now for a little bit. Some people' destiny is not to be in the streets or for the streets. Like a lot of guys that's out there, y'all mad and hurt because you're not getting as much action. Because Hayes back in the day, man, he was so cool with it and so smooth with it. He could, but he was always a family man when I was around him. I didn't meet him in them days because if I met him in them days, he probably put me on game, and I wouldn't have the lovely woman of God that's into what I'm into on my own right now. I probably still maybe
There you
be
go.
obliterating these streets right now. You know what I'm saying? But these streets is treacherous. These streets is the devil. So you can't, if you a God fearing brother, you go to school, you work, you take care of your family, you go to church on Sunday with your mama still, you know what I'm saying? You still, you know what I'm saying? You hang out with your family and stuff like that. These streets ain't built for you like that. Cause see, I said this on that video about people showing fake love or whatever, right? You know how many mamas, you know how many older women, not many chicks that wanted me to cheat with them and they so they could get back on their man and all. Bruh, the streets ain't for you, bruh.
True.
Them sticks ain't for you. Them drugs ain't for you. And this coming from a person that I had back in the day. I was an angsty teen that was clinically depressed and all of that, and all the little that y'all getting, I was prescribed.
Yeah.
So, and then coming up having chronic allergies, I had to drink codeine. They talking about Waukesha. I had to drink the codeine with the amoxicillin so it wouldn't eat up my intestines. Cause my nose would just run. You know how you see them kids that was snot nose and just bubbles just coming. That was me. I was I was one of them snot nose kids.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So but it wouldn't stop. You know what I'm saying? Some people that was snot nose, it wouldn't stop. So all the little stuff you didn't did. Think about it. And a lot of y'all got the same thing, but you was angsty. We was angsty. We was mad. We was upset with our mama because we couldn't have a little chick come over in the room and had a door open like this. But when she went to the back or went in her room, you couldn't try your mama like some of your partners then did, or like Hayes and did. No, I'm just playing. But you know what I'm saying? You couldn't try your mama like that. Like your mama wasn't going for that. Your grandmama wasn't going for that. I'm just playing with you, Hayes. I know you didn't do that with your people there too.
No, sir.
But you
Now,
but you had that game on your side though.
my people usually like I just say something back up a bit. They were like, "See now, I bet your friends ain't talking to their mamas and like that."
Exactly.
Like, it'd be something like real simple though. It wasn't like I was really talking back, but to them I was talking back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You just say any little thing back,
thing.
period. Like they don't want to hear nothing back. It's
to
like
this day.
I want to hear even if it makes sense. They don't even want to hear
it. They don't want to even hear it, even if it makes sense. To this day, it still ain't going down, is it?
It's all good because our kids gonna do us the same way. Even if it makes sense. Man, thank y'all for tapping in. You Ain't Lying podcast. Y'all already know what this is right here. TMW Hayes, DJ Killzone Jones. Don't forget my new single coming out tomorrow. Back and forth. Tap in with that. You feel me? Gonna be everywhere. Gonna be available everywhere. You feel me? Then the video for On Me You Ain't Lying. On Me I Ain't Lying. I'm sorry.
For sure. For sure. Yes, sir. Until for real.
Man, what you think about they just dropped the new Versus card with the locks and dip, with the locks and the dip set now with the locks now. Who you gonna predict? Because when Soulja Boy,
no, I ain't doing no more predictions. I ain't doing no more predictions.
Okay, all right.
I will say this
back on this one.
I will say that it's gonna be a good show because you got two groups that know how to perform. You got two groups that know real showmanship. You ain't finna have no dudes that's just finna go. they finna do something crazy. You know, Jim Jones used to be doing like push ups and curls and sit ups or whatever with girls on his back and on his
Yeah.
like pushing like you know, Jewels, he gonna have all his
Right.
diamonds on sitting in front of the
And they say
car.
they doing it at Madison Square Garden.
Oh man, for real? They
Yeah,
selling tickets, bro. We got to go. We
they
got
is
to
having
go.
tickets, bro. You know, versus kind of
Oh,
been
for
like that
real?
live. I think now. I think it say see it live in person. Tickets available. Oh, it do. It say tickets available Thursday,
Man. Thursday. Oh
tomorrow.
man. What we gonna do, hey? What we gonna do?
Man,
Yo, that's gonna be hard.
yeah, it's gonna be. They gonna down there have everybody in New York in there.
For real.
They gonna have
For real.
everybody in New York on the hoods and that bug, man. That's gonna be
For real.
hard,
Throwing
man.
it up. But
Man, I
yeah,
wish
hey.
we had. Man, I wish we had that here.
Got the
That
fans down
camaraderie.
here? Yeah, okay.
You got to dip out.
Uh, yeah, man. Unfortunately, I got to go, man. You
Hey,
know,
it's all good, man. Hey, it's all good, man. This another one for the books. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in, tapping in with us, staying in, locked in with us since day one. Y'all know what time it is. That You Ain't Live podcast. It is I, CMW Hayes, my host, my co-host, my dog, DJ Killzone Jones. Meet us right back here, same time, same place. We out.
we out. Peace.